Kia ora, I'm David Chester with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week at everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news of some slippage in the world's largest economies. First in Japan, their central bank held its new slightly positive official interest rate on Friday's meeting, but it did confirm it's working on ways to reduce its bond purchase program. They see Japanese inflation embedding from here, rising modestly over the rest of 2024 above 2%. However, Japanese industrial production slipped in April in advance data released Friday, but that was among overall business activity data that rose at a modest rate. And Indian exports, which are actually modest on the world scale, rose in May to be more than 9% higher than a year ago levels. Despite a heady push from Beijing, Chinese banks extended only 950 billion yuan in new loans in May, up from a low 730 billion yuan in April, and well short of the recovery analysts had expected of 1.3 trillion yuan loans. Also somewhat disappointing were May vehicle sales results in China. They're up only 1.5% from a year earlier to 2.4 million in May, slowing from a 9.3% rise in the previous month. However, sales of new energy vehicles surged by nearly a third, accounting for nearly half of all car sales and a record high share. The modest overall sales result is on the back of surging production, and the excess is being shipped to export markets, causing trade frictions and distortions and accusations of dumping. In the US, the weekend release of the preliminary University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index fell slightly for a third straight month in June, the lowest since November. Overall, consumers perceived few changes in the economy from May. Inflation expectations were broadly stable at just over 3%. The final results of this survey will come in about 2 weeks, and these have often been better than the preliminary results. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now at 4.22% and unchanged from Saturday. And the price of gold will start today little changed as well at $2,334 an ounce. And oil prices are unchanged at $78 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is still just over $82.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar starts today still at just under 61.4 US cents. Against the Aussie, we start marginally firmer at 92.9 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're unchanged at 57.4 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today up 10 basis points at just on 71.1. You can get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again tomorrow.